Hello students, in the last video we see scaling. Now see the example. Write the matrices of transformations for scaling effect as demanded in the following cases. First case is scaling in x and z coordinates by the factors 3 of 3 and 4 respectively. So the required matrix is T equals to 3000 0100 0040 0001. Therefore, A equals to 3 and J equals to 4. Next case is overall scaling by factor of 1 by 2. We know that the last element of transformation matrix T produces overall scaling. So here we take any point xyz is transformed to homogeneous coordinate space as follows. We know the point xyz is transformed to homogeneous coordinate. Homogeneous coordinate is xyz1. So xyz1 equals to 1000 0100 0010 000 s. So it transformed to xyz s, but xyz s equals to x upon s, y upon s, z upon s and 1. So required transformation matrix is 1000 0100 001 0000 1 by 2. Now the same effect is obtained by uniform scaling matrix by factor of 2. Therefore, instead of 1 we take factor 2, so we get 2000 0200 0020 0001. So here last element is 1 by 2, and if we take 2, so we these two get cancelled and we get 1. The above matrix of uniform transformation results in the expansion of the object by a factor of 2. This is overall scaling by factor s. If s less than 1, then uniform expansion of the position vector takes place. If this s is greater than 1, then the effect is uniform compression of position vectors takes place. Now the next third case is scale the unit cube by a factor of 3 uniformly. So here we have to take cube, so we take factor 3 instead of factor 2. So the transformation matrix is 3000 0300 0030 0001. The matrix that represents uniform cube is 1001 0101 0011 1100 1101 1011 0111 0001 1111. So we take transformation of x and t, so we get 3001 0301 0031 3301 3031 0331 0001 and 3331. So this is scaling the unit cube by factor of 3. Now, so fourth case is the transformation matrix for scaling in y and z direction by 5 and 7 units. So 5 and 7 units in y and z direction. So in second row and third row, second row second column, third row third column, we take 5 and 7 units respectively. So the transformation matrix 1 0 0 0 0 5 0 0 0 0 7 0 0 0 0 1. Here a and 1 remain constant, and value of e and g is 5 and 7. So the following matrices scale the position vector in space as per the demand. So first is scaling an x coordinate by factor of a. So scaling in x coordinate. So the first entry, that is first entry is a and other remains 1 1 1. Next is scaling in y coordinate by factor of e. So in the second row and second column we take e. Next is scaling in z coordinate by factor of j. So 1 1 as it is, and in third row and third column we take j. Uniform scaling by factor of a, that is uniform scaling in x and x, y and z coordinates. Therefore transformation matrix is a 0 0 0 0 8 0 0 0 0 8 0 0 0 0 1. And next is overall scaling by s units. So last entry is s, that is overall scaling by s units. In overall scaling, if that is less than 1, then the effect is expansion of the object, and if s greater than 1, then the effect is compression of the object. Next point is shearing. The transformation matrix for shearing is T equals to 1 B C 0 D 1 F 0 G I 1 0 0 0 0 1. The off diagonal terms in the 3 by 3 submatrix is left hand corner produce shear in 3 dimensions. The effect of T on a vector in space is shown below. So x point and transformation matrix T. So x y z 1 homogeneous coordinate, and T as it is. So after this two matrix multiplication we get x plus yd plus zg, bx plus y plus zi, cx plus yf plus z 1. The interpretation of the shearing effect is shown as follows. First, B produces shear in y coordinates proportional to x coordinates by factor B. So here we see in the in the entry B1 1 2, we see the B coordinates that B produces shear in y coordinate proportional to x coordinate by factor B. Similarly, C produces shear in z coordinate proportional to x coordinate by factor C. That is, B and C are in first row and second and third column respectively. So therefore the B produces shear in y coordinates and C produces shear in z coordinates by proportional to x coordinate by factor B and C respectively. Similarly, D produces shear in x coordinate proportional to y coordinate by factor D. So here D is in second row and first column. First column, that is x coordinate, and second row, that is proportional to y coordinate. And then F produces shear in z coordinate proportional to y coordinate by factor F, And next, G produces shear in x coordinate proportional to z coordinate by factor G, and I produces shear in y coordinate proportional to z coordinate by factor I. Next example, write transformation matrix for each of the following. First, shear in y coordinate proportional to z coordinate by factor 1.5. Here, shear in y coordinate proportional to z coordinate. So, shear in y coordinate, therefore, the second column, and proportional to z coordinate, therefore, third row. The entries A 3 2, that is share in y coordinate proportional to z coordinate by factor 1.5. Therefore, at the entry A T 3 2, we take the factor 1.5. So we get transformation matrix 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1.5 1 0 0 0 0 1. Next is shear in z coordinate proportional to x coordinate by factor 5 and proportional to y coordinate by factor 3. So shear in z coordinate, therefore the third column, and proportional to x coordinate, that is first row by factor 5, and proportional to y coordinate, that is second row by factor 3. So we get transformation matrix 1 0 5 0 0 1 3 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. Next is shearing in x coordinate proportional to y z coordinates by factors -1 and 1 by 3 respectively. Also, shear in z coordinate proportional to xy coordinates by factor 2 and 5 respectively. That is shear in x coordinate proportional to yz coordinates by factors -1 and 1 by 3 respectively. That is shear in x coordinates, that is we take first column, and proportional to y coordinates by factor -1, therefore second row -1, and z coordinates by factor 1 by 3, that is third row 1 by 3. Similarly, shear in z coordinates, therefore third column, proportional to x coordinates by factor 2, therefore in second row we take 2 factor 2, and y coordinates by factor 5, therefore we take in second row factor 5. So we get transformation matrix 1 0 2 0 -1 1 5 0 1 by 3 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 as it is.